Just an ordinary guy. The story of, well, just an ordinary guy. His name might be Harry or Jack or Alvin. For this story, let's call him Alvin. As our story opens, we find him working as a Chevrolet salesman. He's a hard-working guy, too. Here he is with a customer who just signed an order for a 1967 Chevrolet. Let's listen in as Alvin says,
2 o'clock this afternoon? Why, sure, I can have the car ready for you by 2. You just leave everything to me. We'll have that new Chevrolet all shined up.
Just leave everything to me. Unfortunately.
What do you mean 2 o'clock this afternoon? We got cars here right now that won't be ready till after 4 tomorrow afternoon.
Poor Alvin.
But, sir, what's another day or 2? Look, I know we can have it ready for you by tomorrow morning.
To Alvin, the situation seemed to indicate that a guy has to watch out for the make-ready department or they'll ruin the sale. So he decided that since he was going to lose a few customers, through no fault of his own, he'd better have a few extra customers to spare. And in this next episode...
You say you talked with Joe Adams on the phone? Well, Joe's out of town today, so if you'll just follow me, I'd be happy to show you that station wagon you were interested in. Did you have any particular color in mind? Mr.
Nelson, hi. Sorry I couldn't reach you at the door. I got tied up with an old customer. Say, Alvin, thanks for meeting Mr. Nelson for me. I sure appreciate it.
Which was a pretty nice thing to say. What Joe was really thinking...
You clown, you try to skate another sale from me and I'll bust your head in.
And what Mr. Nelson thought, we can't quote it all. As time passed, Alvin managed to irritate a lot of people, customers and his fellow salesmen. In some dealerships, a fellow like Alvin might have been fired. But he was lucky. He was given another chance in the service department. Alvin quickly decided that this was the most important department in the dealership. Let's listen in as he tells a customer...
Look, mister, some salesman will tell a person anything in order to sell a car. I ought to know. I used to be a salesman myself. Fact is, this item just isn't covered under the warranty.
Okay. From now on, I'm taking my business to a dealership where everybody tells the same story. You guys are a bunch of no-good crooks.
He said a lot of other things, too. But to continue with Alvin's story, things got worse. It was always the same story. Everybody was confused but Alvin. It was decided that maybe he'd do better if he didn't have to deal with a lot of people. So Alvin was given an opportunity in the business department. This was it, an opportunity to really show what he could do. Here was a mighty important job, processing new car orders. Alvin was a whiz. He prided himself on his speed and his ability to keep his desk clear. It is true, though. A lot of customers wondered why they kept getting little notes or phone calls from their salesman informing them that there would be a little delay on the delivery date of their cars. And there were a lot of other people at the factory wondering why their computer that processes orders coming in from hundreds of dealerships had a nervous breakdown. The problem was finally traced to Alvin. He was just too fast to be accurate. It won't surprise you to learn that not long afterwards, Alvin found himself not on the showroom floor, not in the service department, not behind a desk, but on the street without a job. What was wrong with Alvin? He wasn't really a bad guy. What Alvin never learned was one basic fact. The fact that a Chevrolet dealership is made up of people who must depend upon and work with each other to get the job done. The basic job of meeting the needs of the customers who walk in the dealership door. Any door of the dealership, the showroom, service department, parts, or the business office. No matter what a customer comes in for, everybody's likely to have a hand in keeping him satisfied and eager to do business with a dealership. And those customers expect a little bit more from a Chevrolet dealership where they buy the #1 car. They don't expect to deal with just an ordinary guy, but an extraordinary guy. To sum it all up in 25 words or less, sales is not the whole dealership, but the whole dealership is sales.